Okay. I think I got everything going. Touhou time. With many a thing to do. So let's get doing. Start with the tried and true classic. Oops. I can go right now. Hey, yeah. Progressive. That was an aggressive wiggle, but it worked. That was not very pleasant. Eek! Everything's fine. Fucking lose it? In what way? Like, is this you're losing too many characters at Fantasy Maiden Wars? Is this you like stubbed your toe and now everything's over? Is this there could be like a billion different things, right? Like, did your entire family die and now you're, you know, going through it? Hello, Koishi. If I started to like the DLC again. Also, sub 5 minute Sanyo? That was actually less than 3.5 minutes for that Sanyo. That's insane. Lost branch of Legend devs when they're in a try not to work on content competition, and their opponents is Hero Vice Fairy. Where's Game Glitcher? You'd appreciate that one. What? Your streak reset. You were here yesterday. SMH. It's okay, I still love you all the same. No homo. It's big plastic up for the DLC. When's that coming out again? Is there a release date? There's too many things in life I forget. 28th. Of this month? You mean it came out 3 days ago? Oops. Say that because I know most of you Europeans are at most +6 from me, so it's still well, depends if you have to stay at the same time or not. Shmup got Hero Vice Spirit Chuno as a playable character. Speaking of which, I made a post in the Discord. Gotta make a call out here. Just remember, be careful. You know, there are many people in the world right now who are currently on April Fool's Day, right? It's currently, it's not April 1st yet for me, but there are many people who it is April 1st for. So, just as I mentioned, for the next, 30 hours, just be careful. You're gonna see some piece of information that's gonna excite you. And then remember, right, it's April Fool's Day. Don't believe anything you ever see. Just gotta mention it. But it's almost identical. But that would require me to play a shmup game on mobile. Why would I do that? Okay, I had one. Good Sanyo. Not too high strung. I also didn't get good sleep. I got like 7 hours of sleep last night. Was it entirely my own fault? Yeah. Was it like 10:15 when I'm like normally should be like looking to go to bed? I was like, I was watching something. I was like, yeah, you know, like 10 more minutes. And then it's like 10:30. I was like, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Then it's 10:40. It's like, 10 more minutes. And then it's 11. I'm like, fuck. Oop, too aggressive. This part 2 is pretty goofy. Can we, like, say the name of games instead of Hoif and Stus? Hello? Oops. Also, Game Glitcher, what are your thoughts on Lost Branch of Legend devs trying to take gold in the try not to make content for their game impossible challenge when Hero of Ice Fairy devs walk in the room? Devs are slow. Some are slower than others. They both need to hurry up? What do you mean by both? You mean both? You got an extra O, you fool. You foolish fool of a cook. Oki's acting up? Oh, that's what you're blaming. Oh, it's the Oki. Also, I'll probably mention this at another point, and probably a couple other points, but, this stream, but I'm gonna play Touhou 18 like usual, or probably close to usual. Maybe I'll end it slightly early, just for the sake of making time elsewhere. We'll see. Depends on how I'm doing late. But I will go to some Puppet later. However, I'm going to give the Lunar Capital Cult Ball in Labby try one attempt. I'll buff up try for one a shot. If I don't get it, then I will tomorrow prep a line to securely do it on Thursday. But I'll give it one try. If you first try it. I mean, I've already like tried it like 10 times or something. I wanted to make a better line before today, but I didn't have the time because I was gone. And then, I've gone over the weekend, and I wanted to get home in time today, but I got home late, and then I also need to set up Puppet Dance stuff, so... I got the theory craft, and I have ideas, but I don't know if it's actually gonna work. So, hehe. These guys, I feel like he's been staring at Swag for like 4 hours. You know you can play the game instead of just like letting it sit idly for 5 hours straight between moves. Like, I am a full advocate for the thinker in those games. Of sitting there and solving the puzzle. But... like, you know, like, some point after, like, 3 hours, you gotta, like, make a move, right? Copy the final CS volume you ordered last week. Didn't it just... Didn't there... Wasn't there another, chapter that just came out? It's not translated yet, but... Isn't there, like, another chapter or something that just came out? Saw some people talking about, I think there's something new that came out, but it's not translated yet. But I saw a bunch of cute Sakuna art, which is pretty based. And don't worry, guys, Mima's here for sure this time, right, guys? Guys, Mima's totally gonna be here, right, guys? Guys, Mima's gonna come. I believe. He's got molested. Seven chapters true your blow show. What do you mean by that? Have you seen the new one? That's a new chapter that apparently hasn't been translated yet. I saw some cute Sakuna images and people talking about it, but they also said it wasn't translated and they were gonna wait like 2 days or something until it gets translated. Let me take a guess. Satori is still unconscious. It's not actually Mima. Who would have fucking thought? And there's some cute Sakuna art. You want to say it? Just say it, coward. What's Sakuna art? I can pull it up. Hold up. I saw it earlier today, so it shouldn't... Hold up. Shouldn't have to scroll too long to find it. Oh, we're also gonna hope that the internet doesn't poop itself today. Fix Evil Dream Mizuchi, get fucked, Mima fans. I love Mima, but like the entire time I'm like, I pray it's not Mima, just to spite people. Guys, it's gonna be Mima. Which chat is it in? Is it this one or this one? Fuck, if only like the internet would like load Discord. Holy shit! I will find this. Because it shouldn't be too hard. Go. There's actually like 2 different Sukunas I saw. But the internet is really struggling to load Discord images right now. Hold up. Okay, there's 1. I don't know if this actually is, I don't know if that character. Okay. I got it. Hold on, let me pop it up. Yeah, I have the worst way possible, you poor soul. I thought for sure it was gonna be Mima this time. Okay, here's Sukuna 1. That I saw. Here, this one might be a little too lewd for people. There's Sukuna 2 I saw. And here's a slug. Shit, the slug is in it. There you go, there's a slug. You'd see a fan of that. Is there a pee on your applause? I know. Might be. I'll get it off. Apparently. What are you bonking me for? I'm not condoning it. Plus, at least she had socks on, okay? Like, it would have been, like, 90% of modern Touhou is barefoot. So, like, the fact that she actually had, like, socks on is impressive. Partnership now. What's your problem? Also, this is like saying like Zune doesn't like all the feet. He's the one who made Touhou 20. Do you see how much feet is in that game? That smug fuck. I'm shooting a Sanyo right now. I'll look at this smug fuck in a sec. Oh, there's actually another image too that I saw that I wanted to bring up, but I forgot. Pull up. Let me kill this Sanyo real quick. Sanyo again. Yup, get used to it. Actually, you probably are used to it at this point. You're just acting tsundere at this point. Could be pretty hard bosses like Misumaru. Dude, I played Misumaru yesterday for like 2 minutes and I fucking perfected it. Got a perfect Misumaru. It took me like 5 years to do one on Sanyo. Sometimes. What is this? That is a very beautiful Hina. But I saw the image. I don't know who this character is off the top of my head. Who is this character, people? Who is this? This was also art I saw. I think that was supposed to be like Kyoko, but I'm not sure. Kyoko is it not? I wasn't for sure because like I didn't see any apparent ears, but I thought I saw that too, and that was great. please. You want to eat? What if it was on? Would you eat on? Yes, noted. What way? I mean, you don't have to just eat out. Like, you could, like, just vor if you're a big fan of that. Personally, I'm not into vor in the slightest. Something like her stomach. What are you referring to? What is this a reference to? So I'm not into vor. I'm also not into Sanyo going down on me. Ugh. Oh, I could do another line to the right. I can't believe I made that line. I'm playing really aggressive on this non-one. Get permission to bonk Light General to death. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's classified as a murder. And I don't think you have permission to murder. That being said, it's like... Like, as long as I'm not bearing witness to it, then it's fine. What is this short? Hold on. If I can YouTube short link, I'm like, oh, that's never a good sign. Oh, I did move far enough to the left. Ah. As a curious short. Why are you doing that to on? So, here's the question I just thought of. Some people might say it's a weird, like, what the fuck question, but, like, you know, it's just something, it's something that crossed my mind. So, Koishi can enter the subconscious in which she, like, effectively, like, disappears from people's perception, right? Oh, wait, here you go. Oh, you're gonna love this one. It's just something that I just thought of, and I'm curious as to, like, what it actually means. So... Koishi herself, after closing her third eye, has the ability, like, and here's the thing, she does so, like, unconsciously, right? She, like, enters the unconscious, and then she effectively, like, becomes invisible to people and everything. So my question that I thought of is... If Koishi gets pregnant, Does the baby have the same, like, thing? Like, is therefore, like, the baby also have that same unconscious, like, aspect? You were sitting there with a cat reaction emo fucking typed up the entire time, weren't you? I'm asking, it's a question. I'm just asking a question here. Satori. Well, at the very least, it would be like a half Satori. Now, the question then is, would it like transfer over those powers in a sense? But even if it was, would its eye automatically be closed per se? Why did I do that thing? Because if the baby doesn't have this by any means, then what would happen while she's pregnant if she just goes into the unconscious? Second of all, if the baby does have this, what happens if she gives birth, but she gives birth to nothing because it's just invisible at the time? In that instance, does everyone forget that she was even pregnant and having a baby in the first place? Because when she goes unconscious, people forget about her. Where's Game Butcher, my lore expert, when I need him? Wake up, Alice. Alice will never wake up. Oh, close. Too much. Push too much in the corner. Oops. Yes is the answer, by the way. Well, there was a few different, like, questions involved. Man, I wish Game Glitcher was here. He would have the answers to all my questions. Yeah, there was a few different parts of the question. It also wasn't inherently a yes or no question. It was... I guess there was some aspects of yes and no. Hey, baby boy. Also, say you were having sex with Koichi, and then she turned subconscious in the middle of it. Would you just, like, sit there and be like, why is my dick out? Because you forget about it, right? So there's got to be some dojins like that. Can't say I've ever gone out of my way for the Koichi one. We ask the real questions here in the stream. Yeah. Exactly. Start digging. I'm not asking this for myself. I'm just asking this for a friend. I am the opposite of yesterday. My spams are bad. My Sanyas are better. I don't know what's better. Better Sanyas is better than better spams. More important. Oh, close. Because the thing is like, we know that the yokai are capable of breeding because Renosuke exists. And he is half yokai, which would imply that, you know, A plus B equals C. Or as, you know, Pythagoras would say, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It is not my time for a spam. Hey, that was well done. Right into the ball. Covers of all these Koishi dojins don't even have Koishi on them. That's because she's invisible. Thank you, Deomot. You shouldn't breed with yokai. Should only breed with humans. I agree with you, but if that's true, why are so many of the yokai so hot? Checkmate, atheist. If you can answer me that question. Apparently I still got the balls. Touhou up, suffocating the yin-yangs. Ooh, that was a... On the one hand, those are some sketchy reads. On the other hand, those are some really nice play. That's me some how Misumaru got all those balls. Well, she made them, right? She is like the goddess of balls or something, right? Hold on. What's her title here? Genuine Magama producing craftsman. And how does she produce them? Oh, you can get in your face? Oh, trust me, I'm well aware. Speaking of things getting on my face, that maybe I don't want on my face. Fox. This fox is quite obnoxious. She's not that bad. She is quite obnoxious. I think this section's almost more obnoxious, though. Team is good, at least true. I was playing a little too frisky there. The sooner you get pushed to the bottom, just the worst. This section is so cringe! Alright, the stage where it transitions to the night troop. Or the first half of the stage, because the first half of the stage is not that hard. Or really any part of the stage that isn't this back-to-back. Like, the very, very end, like, you got that purple section that's, like, a little bit tricky. But the stage as a whole is, like, fine. It's, like, perfectly fine outside of Tsukasa in this yellow section. Oops. Normal mode compared to Misumaru. I mean, again, on Lunatic, I'd say Megumu is easier than Misumaru still. Oops, that's not what you want to do. It's much easier. Well, it's mostly just because Yin-Yang Divine Orbs exist. Magma has nothing that compares. Like, Yin-Yang Divine Orb is such a hard attack. This section is one of the Touhou sections of all time. But at least Mega... Why did I go all the way over here? Like, Misamaru, I did at least look at YYDO on normal, but I don't know anything of Megamu on normal. Oh, fuck, I moved too much. Like, I want to be unfocused as much as I can, but it makes dodging harder. Oof. Does Satori's mind reading power require her to actually directly look at someone? Or, like, theoretically, her eye? Or does just being in the vicinity let you read their minds? This section is so cringe! When I'm not playing with people. There we go, that was really good. There we go. Speaking of Megamu, let's give her some love. Think we're doing runs at? No. But it's not Sanyo. So, Game Glitcher, I had an important question, but you left. So, because you're a lore nerd here. So I want to ask you this, okay? So, just making sure, because, you know, sometimes some things get lost. Koishi, like, she closed her eye. Koishi has, like, the unconscious, or, like, the subconscious, right? Like, where she, you know, subconsciously will drift into her unconscious, and then becomes, like, effectively forgotten and unrecognizable by the world, right? By, like, the surroundings. And she becomes, like, invisible. Can't be seeing all this stuff, right? When she becomes, like, unconscious. Game Glitcher must be racking his brain at his Koishi knowledge for this one. That was Sleeping Bear. Hold up, I gotta shoot the bright colors. I love bottom hugging this. Here, she's putting herself in your subconscious instead of your consciousness, which is why you get her like a dream. Yeah. But she does that, like, her drifting between those two states, she does that subconsciously, right? Like, it's not, like, because she doesn't think about it, it just happens, right? Okay, yeah. So then my follow-up to that is, what if she got pregnant? What would happen to the baby in that situation for, like, in terms of the conscious versus subconscious? Would that, like, retain that? Or is it something else entirely? Or that was a choice, not genetics. Yeah, so, like, what would then happen? But then what would happen to the baby when she basically enters the unconscious? Or the subconscious, is the better way to put it. 60 boss. She's a fun boss. A little slow, but... And it's slow in a different way than Yuko is. That was a really stupid line. Okay, here's a second question. This one's about Satori. Does Satori have to, like, look at someone in order to read their mind? Okay, to say Satori. Does her third eye have to look at someone in order to read their mind? Or does it just have to be, like, in their vicinity? No, I'm not trying to. I'm just asking questions. Oh, I moved too early. I'm getting two contrarian answers. That's why I have to ask people so I can figure out the answer. Okay, let's go. Let's go get bullied by a cat. You know what Zune should do? He should make his next book and call it The Vengeful Spirit Mima, and then just not have Mima in it at all. It'd kind of be like Teen Detective Satori is, right? I think, basically, I mean, like, Stage 1 is cringe, but that's just because LNN purposes. I think UM as a whole has really good boss fights. I think up here it's so far away. I need answers. But that's the point, Pazoots. I can't wait for like the next book to be you know, about the reporter Aya. It's gonna be like called Reporter Aya, and then Aya's just like never gonna be in the book, just like Teen Detective Satori is, where Satori's just never gonna actually be there. That there's a range limit, not a line of sight limit. But it is a line of sight thing. Here it is. Oop! He dies the book. This new cola chapter. What the fuck is cola? That's the type of, like, thing that you drink. Lotus Asia. I thought Lotus Asia was like 20 years old or something. Nah, I know 20 years is an exaggeration. I thought that was like an old one. It is, and it's still going? What is it? What even is Curiosity of Lotus Asia? It's the Renosuke book. I don't necessarily know what you mean by the Renosuke book, but if it's got my goat in it, then it must be good. It's like to keep out conspiracy theory. It sounds perfect for Nina. The only book Renosuke exists in is basically Zeta. Is he not in any other book? Hey, by the way, there's a cat. May have cameos. Okay, so he might actually do stuff elsewhere, but... Ah, and I died to the cat. Cat's harder than Misumaru confirmed. Why is Renosuke hooking up with Nina? She thinks happen around him and he's just there. Oh, so he sits in the cuck chair. That's what you're saying. Raymond's cola design. I mean, personally, I'm a Dr. Pepper fan over Coke, but like, you know, it's not bad. Cam, Nina, and Subarek are talking about conspiracies. Hold on, maybe I actually have to read this one. Raymond and Marissa bring things to his shop. Chapter 4 was talking about AI. Oh no, is this Twitter? Guys, AI is effectively just stealing from artists. We gotta work. We gotta unionize together. It's defeat big tech AI. Rebecca shows up because she works part-time there. Staying because she only goes to get soaked in her sleep. Cover. Oh, neat. So you're telling me that Renosuke employed a 16-year-old at his shop? Does he pay her in cockroaches? Didn't recommend comments on it. Thinks kids are only allowed to have jobs. Culture thing Japan. Kids do it anyway, like her. What did she even do at the shop? Because like last time I saw, Renosuke doesn't get customers. Okay, Buzz. That's what's the time? It's she tells us that world's up. They sit around doing nothing. Got it. It's never said she's okay. Okay. Well, I was gonna go on an extension about the Satori thing, but that's if there's no concrete answer, then I won't. I'll think of some other question to bring up. neighborhood. What's the proximity? What? Wait, what? That was at that angle? Proximity? I don't know. I feel like line of sight is still pretty. Rendering still. Yeah, okay, here's a second. Here's a different characters in question. So Suwako isn't actually a frog. She just likes frogs. That's why she dresses like them, right? How is Kaneko related to snakes though? Because I know that the Mariah Shrine is commonly like with snakes and frogs. Where does the snake aspect come from? Are they just like... deities of the shrine or something? Oh, come on. The Shimanama represents the figure of an entwined snake. It represents resurrection, rebirth, and eternity through the piece shedding its own skin. Interesting. That wasn't the answer I was hoping for, but it's the answer I got. To figure out the next question. She got that tongue. What do you mean by that? Can you get a lot of elaborate detail of like what you mean by that? Because to stone snakes, spell fires. That she's trying to steal Kago's theme. Unbelievable. Suwako really is a snake. You unmen so far today? Sanyo, a little above average. Stage 4 spam, a bit below average. Misumaru was great. Megamu's great. Stage portion of Stage 5 is bad. Haimato was so-so. And it's just been like 10-15 minutes of me sitting here dying to the cat while I talk about what would happen if like Koishi got pregnant. So, nothing too unusual. That, I mean, you heard the conversation earlier, so, like, yeah, you did hear that. Oh, Alan, make sure that you are, careful, as we are entering, April Fool's Day. Gotta make sure you spread awareness of being careful not to get duped by something. Not that that would ever happen on the internet. You know, technically, for me, it's still not April Fool's for another 6 hours, but, you know, I know many parts of the world are, you know, turning over the day, so... Alright, this is the run, so true. This is for 11 minutes so far. You Central/Eastern European looking people. Unbelievable. Well, yeah. I guess it's only Western Europe is 5 hours. Everywhere else is like 6 to 7. Movie's released in 6 days? No way! What kind? What is it about? World's longest non-one? I just this cat. Difficult for you now. Well, it's not for me, so can't fool anyone here. Look, a bloody mound of red frogs supposedly used to help the souls of the frogs move on. Curious. What if CDS is just an elaborate April Fool's joke by Zune? Maybe. Used again during the Fire Festival, and a 3 partner from Sonai and Kaneko. I put a bunch of frogs in the sky, Kaneko's snakes ate them. And Swaku used that spell to help the souls out. Were the frogs already dead? Or did they just kill a bunch of frogs? Sinai's frog. Wait, they're Sinai's frogs? They're not even Suako's? I mean, like, what are you doing, like, sometimes with this game? Like, why? You're not finished menuing. Have you successfully spent 4 hours figuring out what team you're going to use? Just for you to spend another 4 hours in the mission. You're equipping things for 4 hours? Satori's would be gross to sleep with. In what way? Like, Koishu would be a problem because, like, you'd be, like, having sex and then she just, like, enter the subconscious and suddenly you just, like, can't see or, like, remember her. You're just sitting there like, why is my dick out? Cables from their eye and shit? Oh, like, who cares about that? Yeah, you can put up with it. If it's for that Satoru-C, then that's perfectly fine. Odie, something tells me you mistyped. Their eye needs eye drops? Good question. Probably not, but... Can't last 4 hours. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like edging or something? Holy shit, I made it to stage 2. This is unprecedented. That's not how I want to do this. It's what I did. Koishar's Rapping Adventure counterpart. Not a fan of Koishar's Rapping Adventure. For a multitude of reasons. That's a rare type of post to get from Game Glitcher. Like, if it was like me or like some of the other people, I'd understand it. That's a rare find from Game Glitcher. Damn, 0.28? Speaking of edging. Dare me anyway? What is this, middle school?
Truth or dare? Oh my gosh.
Truth.
Who's your crush? Oh my god, let's dare instead. I dare you to kiss me. Oh my gosh. Slay.
With that, I mean, you can hit the flip button. It's like right there. So, like, the clip button isn't that far away from you. It's like right on the thing. Although, now that I say that, you're gonna be like, no, I can't. I'm on mobile because we got a Twitch mobile watcher over here. You just don't want to. Then don't tell others to clip it. I mean, unless people did, but... I don't like going over this direction. I shouldn't have done that. Less comfortable on the right there than on the left.
Oh my goodness, it's stage 3?
She can't make you do things because she isn't real. So true. They're real to me! I love this blue section where absolutely nothing goes wrong. I have an itch on the tip of my nose. Oh man, that was bad. That was just rough in a few different ways. Really tragic wave, but it also just lasted forever because she kept being on my left. Like, she very well could have died a wave prior, but... You decided, no, I'm gonna hang out on the left side. I love the wonderful world of 3.0 power spam. Yeah. Tragic. Slightly too quick on that move. Oops. Why am I killing things on the left there? That is a mistake. Yeah, because I just don't kill nearly as many of those guys. Okay, so here's something. I hear the game. Die. Think about it. He $10 you like the hell in. I mean, I could try. I have no promises on 7 hours of sleep, but even if I do, it doesn't mean that the game's gonna behave. Cat is back. Ugh. Who's a better way? Koichi or Satori? Oh, it's Satori. Like 5 times out of 5. It's Satori. Think about it. Well, because I've been through this before. It's like 100% Satori. Hey, I got past the cat again. Unbelievable. Who's that smell? You're bad if you're farting. Your farts have a very peculiar smell. It smells like food, but it smells like something I haven't smelled in a long while. Can't put my finger on what exactly it is. It's strong enough that it is making it into my room. Two, 1, 0. Smells like smelled those in a while. Totally. I mean, on Saturday I had some, what was it, that black pepper chicken? With bell peppers, onions, I think there was celery as well. It's pretty damn good. So lo and behold, I did smell those there. Because while I was down, normally there's this ramen place we go to Saturday for lunch when I'm down and visiting my friends. But we couldn't go there this time because conveniently there was a political protest going on. It happened to be this weekend that was shutting off like they prematurely were like closed the road down for like 4 blocks wide or something, and there was like apparently a couple thousand people down there, so we heard about that. I was like, well, I guess we won't go down there. So we went elsewhere. Maybe a lunar ball attempt take an hour and a half. I mean, if it happens to succeed, I would not be surprised if it takes, including the cutscene after, which I might skip part of it. Probably be like 45 minutes. Just make your own ramen. I've never made ramen of any sort myself. I've never particularly been like a noodle pasta person. Now this fucking ramen place is the fucking go. We went to a different Asian place, Chinese restaurant, that was quite good as well. But fucking greatest, one of the greatest things I've ever had is that ramen shop, but it's the only time I've ever had ramen in my life is at that place. I could learn how to make it on my own, but like I'm not sure how hard that is to figure out how to do. And to do well, do in a decent way. I mean, not well, but like. Went down there before, and I was like, I've never had ramen. Like, going through stuff, and like I have a friend who really likes the tonkatsu, and I was like, I'll go for the black tonkatsu because that sounds, if something's up my alley. And then holy fuck, bro, that was peak. If I gotta pick my two favorite foods, it's from that ramen place, it's that black tonkatsu, and there's a local restaurant in town that has a barbecue chicken pizza. I like a lot of barbecue chickens, but this local place is the fucking go. Can you stop walking away from me? It's actually really easy. What's really easy, though? Do you know how many times you hear something's really easy and then you look, it's like it's not easy? I could tell you that a lot of clown piece is actually really easy, and then some people are like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? Not to boil water? You're right. I've never boiled water before in my life. It's a crazy concept. If only there were another 20 steps involved. I know it's not 20 steps, but I gotta exaggerate for my own. But, like, I'm not doing the fucking... I'm not buying those fucking Minute Maid ramens or any of those, like, 5-minute ones. The off-the-shelf ones, no. If I was actually gonna make it, I would learn how to try and make it well, but that's a long process. Back in the fall, I went through a whole long process just to get myself to make learning to make fried rice. That was its own fucking thing. Three, two, one, zero. Although, more importantly, I just gotta, like, find an actual, like, recipe for, like, a good recipe for it. And then some Sunday, I'll sit down and be like, okay, you know what, maybe I'll try it. How run's been today? Getting farmed by stage 1. For the runs I've done. About 2/3 of the day so far I've been in practice, but... a little less than that. Yeah, closer to only half the day. Fuck, I did the same thing again. We're 20 streams in, still stuck in stage 1. 20? Only 20? This is like 70-something, I believe. Also doesn't help that I stayed up too late last night. Because, I'm a certified genius. Just taking his time with the cat, that's what I enjoy. Yep. I'd like to take 300 streams to get an LNN. It's a content line, you know. Chicken Butt, how knowledgeable are you on making ramen? Not Minute Maid ramen, like real ramen. You die what in this in regards to this game or the making ramen part? I am going to blow up the moon. Starter, my favorite. Yeah, let's get this. Ramen noodle package from Costco. Does that count? Nope. Okay, here we go. We lock in here, surely. Okay, please be nice to me, cat. Hey, let's go. Oh, so I can't get things from Costco anyway, since the closest Costco to me is like 3 hours away. Costco hot dog shit. People who live near one and regularly go to them, but fortunately not round my part. One, zero. I have been to a Costco before, but there's none in my town. Okay, Kane. Give me one for the road. That was a little sketchy. Ooh, I got the... Oh, I was about to say I got the 6 Needle Dream, and then I realized I only have 3.0 power. Dr. Good Luck through, Dr. Shit. Okay, can I get a stage 3 for the road? Question mark? You know what? Guys, Run's cheated. Run's cheated. Yeah, using game features? How dare I? I've never actually seen how this works. And we won't find out, because I'm going to LNN here. You fucking slight. I shouldn't talk while there are bullets on the screen. I shouldn't talk about my confidence when there's bullets on the screen. You know, I'm gonna like hit the bomb button. Ooh, that was disgusting. You hate to see it. Look at that cheated run. GG, go next. There's actually merit to making sure I pick up spell card pieces. I fucking did it again on this section, too. Gosh, I hate this fucking dude. I hate this dude more than I hate the spam section. The 6 Needle Dream? Oh my goodness, we're so back. I went to move left and I just didn't. I love my 3-miss stage 3. Wow. Huh, if you only have one bomb, it eats the only bomb, but you don't actually die. That's interesting. Turns out Sanyo is actually the easiest part of her stage. Besides not one. Well, that wasn't great. Something's telling me it's not my day today. But you know what? Let's at least do a little bit of this stage. Wait, watch me hit the sick nasty right here. Ugh. Yeah, that was just unpleasant. Blue section without max power, too. Hello, Misumaru. Just run LNN, yeah. Oops! It is not my day. Okay, let's just move on. Take what you get in the day, move on, be back for more.